finally, our last number. How many CISC militia logisticians were detained, handcuffed, and ready for interrogation? Task Force Bravo successfully detained 8 suspects on site. If you got all of those numbers right, your operational auditory retention is exactly where it needs to be.
Section 3. UN Doctrine. Zero casualties. So retaining all those numbers is super vital, but we really need to shift our focus to the single most important tactical takeaway of this whole Block 13 scenario: how the operation was actually executed. This is a stark contrast, guys. In a standard lethal military engagement, the goal is pretty often to just eliminate the enemy through a kinetic firefight, but UN operations are a whole different ballgame. They're governed by a strict directive on the use of force, or DOOF. This doctrine demands the preservation of life above all else. It's all about forcing a surrender without ever pulling a trigger.
Listen to this specific line from the SITREP again. We secured the area without a firefight, neutralizing an armed threat, intercepting weapons, and recovering $500,000 in diamonds without firing a single shot. That is the absolute ultimate mark of operational success in a peacekeeping mission. It proves absolute tactical superiority and a strict adherence to international humanitarian principles.
Which brings us to our final thought today. All the strategies, the fancy vocabulary, the UN doctrines, honestly, they mean nothing if you can't process and communicate them when the radio is crackling and the pressure is totally on. So, are you ready to coordinate a crisis relying entirely on your functional English language skills? Take this simulation as your baseline. Keep training your ears, stay sharp, and prepare for the reality of the field.